There comes a moment in your business when you just simply have to make a decision to finally play big. And what I mean with that is taking risks that might be scary or might sound like, I'm not sure. Well, I guess that's the whole point of a risk, right? And just going for it and saying, all right, you know what? I'm in. It's like, I'm all in. And that's kind of exactly what happened to me this week. If you've been watching these videos for the past few weeks, I've been talking a little bit about this process of growth that I've been going through. And it started with me having like a mindset disaster, I guess. Not disaster, but just a tough time mentally. And then slowly getting out of it and slowly getting ideas and developing ideas and working on things that were going to allow me to get to the next level. And I'm now at that next level, and it has been truly amazing. But now that I'm here, or that like everything has been leading up to this moment, I'm in a place where I'm thinking of like, okay, how can I like just take things to the next place? Part of that this week was sitting down and literally looking at numbers and making decisions that could seem scary, but just saying, you know what, I'm tired. I'm tired of staying in the same kind of spot. And I'll tell you specifically what I'm talking about so that you kind of get an idea. So I've been doing ads in my business for a while now, but I've been spending the exact same amount on ads in my business for approximately almost 2 years. Same amount every single month. And that gives me a varied result, right? I've built a funnel, I've built a strategy, I've built a whole bunch of things in my business that have allowed me to kind of start every single month with a notion of how much money I'm going to make because of my funnel, because of my conversion rates, because I know how these things work. But obviously there's like a range within that like those numbers, right? There's a lower range and then there's a higher range. And usually it ties to my energy, really. So when I'm feeling great and when I'm feeling on top of the world, that like those numbers play in my favor so that everything just like conversion rates are higher, click rates are higher, everything's just perfect, right? Everything's working great. And then when I'm feeling not so good emotionally, those numbers tend to go on the lower range, which is kind of crazy, right? But that's how it is. So this week, I sat down with my husband, who is the person that manages all my Facebook ads and does all, like he's the one that manages all my traffic. Apart from being a singer, this is part of the work that he does for our company. And we sat down and we looked at numbers and we've decided to radically increase ad spend. I don't know by how much, but more than double, basically. A little bit more than double, and say, you know what? This is what the math supports. Like, this is what it's telling me. If we put in this amount of money, it means that we should be being able to make that amount of money. And it's time for us to scale. And it's time for us to scale a lot of things in my business it's not just about scaling our ads, but also scaling our impact. Really, that's the way that I see it. And a part of it was also looking at, okay, if I'm going to scale, right, I'm putting more money to ads towards a funnel that I know works, that I know gives me results because I've been using it for almost 2 years and a variation of it, of course. And I've been doing all these things. How can I make sure that the people that come in contact with me, my clients, my students, everybody that comes across me and hires me or works with me or buys from me gets even better results? So a part of this week as well for me was about improving some of the things that I had. And that meant doing new training videos, which I love doing, which I recorded, I believe it was on Thursday this week. And I just did some new videos that are really, really, really good. And that just are there to make things even more clear for my clients and for my students and helping them get even better results. So I'm trying to see, okay, if I'm scaling, it means that obviously more people are going to come into my programs and work with me. And how can I make those programs even better for them? That is my responsibility. What can I do to make people be like blown away? I mean, they're already blown away and the results that people are getting are already amazing. But because I'm thinking of scaling it, I want to give even more of myself so that not only the people that work with me one-on-one get good results, but the people that come through my course or my mentorship program get great results as well. And they've been getting the results of courses up until now, but I've always felt like there's nothing more powerful than one-on-one, right? So I'm adding even more stuff so that almost like I'm making my one-on-one be not as necessary. We'll see how it goes, but the point of this is I've been in the process of scaling my programs, scaling my mentorship and my course, and scaling down my one-on-one. And I'll make a decision around that as time goes on, right? Maybe there's going to be months where I'm going to say I want more one-on-one clients right now. Maybe there's going to be months where I'm going to say, you know what, I don't want any one-on-one clients this month. And we'll enroll depending on how I feel every single month or how my workload is or all these different things. I've been delegating a lot of stuff too, which has been amazing. And this is for the first time in my life I've been delegating. Believe it or not, I hadn't had a virtual assistant hired. I just hired one like a month ago, and slowly I've been training her and showing her a few of the things that I do. And that's been really helpful as well. It takes the pressure off of me. So I've been doing all these things that truly, truly help me. Now, the other thing that I really, really important thing that I learned this week was around just being extra mindful around listening to my gut. So basically this week we had somebody enroll in one of my programs, in my mentorship program. And after she enrolled, I just felt like she wasn't the right fit. And sometimes on paper, people feel and look like this person is clearly the right fit. Everything like sounds good. But there were certain things that she was saying or she was doing that gave me a lot of red flags in terms of like where we were energetically. And I just didn't feel like it was a match. And there was nothing against her personally, of course. It just didn't feel like the right match. Even if she wasn't going to be a one-on-one client, even if she was going to go through my mentorship program, there was something in terms of energy that wasn't there. So basically, I refunded her the money for the program, and I just didn't feel like it was the right thing. And that felt correct to me. That really felt like the right thing to do. And sometimes I feel like we need to listen to those things, because my experience has told me that anytime I have somebody go through my program or hire me one-on-one whom I feel like there's something there that's not a match or something that's not working, things do not work out they simply don't work out. So I just feel like I'm very proud of the way that I handled it, because she had doubts. And the moment I read her, like she sent me a message saying that she had doubts around having joined, I immediately refunded her the money and said, you know what? I think that this is not the right program for you, 100%. Maybe I could have convinced her. Maybe I could have gone in there and been like, no, but actually this is good for you because of this and you need this. I mean, she definitely needed it, but it just didn't feel like it was a match. So I feel like I acted out of integrity, and that was really important as well. And it also sends, I believe, like a message, very clear message to the universe, like, hey, this is the type of client that I want, or these are the types of people that I want, and this isn't the situation that I want for myself or my business or for my team either, right? That's not the type of energy or whatever. So that was a really big lesson too. Like, even if I'm scaling, even if I'm enrolling a lot of people, even if my business is growing and we're expecting a lot of growth in the next few months in terms of income, even if all of those things are happening, I still need to be very vigilant around the people who are coming in to my space, to my program, and making sure that I'm in integrity with the people that I'm enrolling, and that they're people that are actually right, and that I feel good around the energy that's going to be like in my space, right? Like the whole everything, in terms of how I feel, in terms of how my team feels, in terms of how my students and my clients feel as well, because I need everybody to be as high vibe as possible. So I feel like that's an important lesson. Anyways, that's it. I hope that this is helpful for you guys, and that you start dreaming and thinking about how you're going to be playing big. Let me know in the comments below what you're doing to play bigger this week or this month or this year. What are those things that you're investing your time and your money and your effort and your heart into? I really would love to know. Bye.